Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to instantly send thank you emails and store leads in Zoho CRM. So let's suppose I'm running an online business and I'm collecting all my leads using Typeform. I want that whenever there is a new form submission, I should create a lead in my Zoho CRM and then send a mail. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, so I've completely automated this process. And to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Typeform, Zoho CRM and Gmail. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a manner that whenever there will be new form submission, I am going to create this lead in my Zoho CRM and then send this lead a mail. Now if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. So here in this video, I have created this automation workflow where I have built connection between Typeform, Zoho CRM and Gmail, and we are going to test this once whether it is working fine or not. If it works fine, as soon as I do the form submission, a lead will be created in my Zoho CRM and a mail will be received by me. So I am going to do a dummy form submission. For that, I am going to enter some dummy details. So here I am going to enter the first name as latest, the last name as lead. I am going to enter my phone number as, and then I'm going to enter my email address as latestld@pabblytudes.com. I'm going to click on this submit, and as soon as the form submission is done, a lead should be created. I'm going to open my Zoho CRM and I'm going to refresh this page once, and here it is. In no time I have created this latest lead. If I open this, you can see the email address which we entered was this latestld@pabblytudes.com. This 85851 was the phone number, and then the name was latest lead. I'm going to open my mailbox now. So here we can see that we have sent a mail to this latest LD. It is sent by this Pabbly. Subject is thank you for the form submission. It is just sent 1 minute ago. And you can see that we have received a personalized mail. Hi latest, thank you for showing interest in Pabbly. We have received your detail and a team will reach out to you shortly. If I open this link, I will be redirected towards the website. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can instantly send the thank you mail and then add the lead which we have captured from Typeform to my Zoho CRM. And for this, I'm simply going to create integration between Gmail, Zoho CRM and Typeform using Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now before we sign into a Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign into a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, we can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I have created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select this new beta and then I'm going to name this workflow as instantly send thank you emails and store leads in Zoho CRM. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and I'm going to select it as Forms Automation and then click on Create. So here workflow created successfully. Now as soon as I click on create, this box has appeared in front of me where I need to enter my trigger application. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Now here in this workflow, I want to send the leads which I have captured from my type form to my Zoho CRM, and then I want to send a follow-up email to this lead which I have captured from type form, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new lead from my type form, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger basically activates or triggers any workflow. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking type form, and following this trigger application, I'm going to take Zoho CRM as my action application and then Gmail. So here in my trigger application, let me quickly take type form. And in my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new entry and then click on connect. So if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this connect with type form. Now here I've already logged in my type form account, and that's why I'm just going to grant away the permissions, for which I'm going to click on this accept. Your data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect, so you can do this. And here you see connection created successfully. So now I need to enter the form. So over here in this drop down, you can see all the forms which I have. If I open my type form account, these are the forms which I've created. I will be using this contact form. So if I open this is the form, and these are the fields here: name, phone number, and the email address. So I'm going to select the same form from this drop down contact form, and after selecting this form, I'm going to click on save and send test request, and you will see it will change to waiting for webhook response. Now to get the webhook response in this workflow, I'm going to do a test submission, and to do this test submission, I will be opening this particular contact form. So to open this form, I'm going to click on this copy link, paste it in a new tab, and as this form opens, I'm going to enter some dummy details and do a form submission. So here, let's suppose I'm going to enter my first name as current, my last name as lead, then I'm going to enter my phone number as this, and then I'm going to enter my email address as currentld758@pabblytudes.com. After entering all these details, I'm going to click on this submit, and you will see the form submission is done. I'm going to open my workflow and check whether I have received any response there or not. So here you can see that I have received the response instantly. If I scroll down, I have this first name, last name, then the phone number and the email address. The first name was current, the last name was lead, the phone number was this, and the email address was this currentld758@pabblytudes.com. Now here, as soon as I've done the form submission, I've received that response in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created between Typeform and Pabbly Connect that is working fine. And now whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Moving on towards the next step, whenever I receive a new form submission, I want to create a lead in my Zoho CRM and then send the thank you mail to my lead. I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'll search for Zoho CRM. In my action event, I'm going to select it as insert update record with subform data and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this connect with Zoho CRM. Here I need to enter my domain. So if I open my Zoho CRM, on the top in this URL, I have this domain which is zoho.in. I'm going to copy and paste that over here and then save this. So here I've already logged in my Zoho CRM. So I'm simply going to grant away the permissions by clicking on this accept. And you will see Zoho CRM will be connected to Pabbly Connect. And now I'm going to enter the rest of the details. The first one is module name. If I open my Zoho CRM, on the top you can see all these options. I'm going to create a lead. So I'm going to select the module as leads. I have selected. Now as soon as I select this module name as lead, here are the fields which I need to enter. Now I'm going to enter the layout as standard. I'm going to skip this pipeline name, assignment rule, ID, record, image, lead, owner, company, because I have not received the response. But if you have received the response, you can enter that. Now we have this first name. Over here, I'm not going to enter the first name like this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from from this type form, and when I click on this field, I can see this type form. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. I'm going to enter my first name as current, then I'm going to enter my last name as lead. Then over here I have this designation. So I have not received the response for the designation. I'm going to skip this. We have this email address. So the email address was currentld@pabblytudes.com, and we have also received the phone number, which was this one. The fax is not a required field. I'm going to skip this. I will enter the same mobile number which I have entered in the phone number. I will skip this website, lead source, status, industry, number of employees, revenue, rating, email, Skype ID, salutation, the rest of the details. Now here I have not received any details, so I'm going to skip this. If you have received the response, you can enter following the same process of mapping. Over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static, and the information will not change even when you receive the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. After entering all these details, I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. Let's wait for the response, and here I have received the response, and this response is a positive one. I'm going to open my Zoho CRM, and over here I am under this leads page only. I'm going to refresh this once, and here we have created this current lead. So if I open this, you can see the email address was currentld758@pabblytudes.com. Then this was the phone number 90901. The name was current lead. So here we have finally created this lead, and now if I go back towards my workflow, I also want to send a thank you mail to this lead. I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'm going to search for Gmail. In my action event, I'm going to select it as send email and then click on connect. So if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this sign in with Google. Now here I'm going to select the Google account with the help of which I'm going to send the mail. I'm going to select that Google account, and if I scroll down, I'm going to grant away the permissions by clicking on this allow. Here Gmail is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I'm going to enter the rest of the details. So here I'm going to enter the sender name as Pabbly. The sender email address is already selected, as I have done while creating this connection. In the recipient email address, I am going to map the email address which I have received from my type form response, which is current LD758, this one. In the CC, BCC and reply to, I am not going to enter anything. I just want to send the thank you mail to my lead. In the email subject, I am going to write thank you for the form submission, and in the email content, I am going to write. So here I have entered my email content. Hi, I'm going to map the name, so I'm going to remove this. The name was this one. So hi Karen, thank you for showing interest in Pabbly. We have received your detail, and our team will reach out to you shortly with information or assistance you requested. We're excited to help you and ensure a smooth and personalized experience. In the meantime, you can explore our offerings here. I have attached the link to my website, then warm regards, Pabbly. As I have entered a plain text, I have selected type as plain. In the labels, I'm going to enter it as inbox, the file attachment and signature. I'm not going to enter anything, as these fields are not required one. I'm not going to send any attachment, but if you are sending, please make sure that the file does not exceed the given limit given over here. After entering all these details, I'm simply going to click on save and send test request, and here I have received the response, and this response is a positive one. I'm going to open my mailbox and check whether I have received any mail there or not. And here I have received this mail just 0 minutes ago. So this was the same subject, thank you for the form submission. It is sent by Pabbly to this current LD758. And you see we have received this personalized mail. Hi Karen, thank you for showing interest in Pabbly. If I click on this link, I will be redirected towards the website. And warm regards, Pabbly. Now to summarize, we took Typeform as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the new form submission, and then we added the lead to my Zoho CRM, after which I want to send the thank you mail. So I took Gmail as my action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered all the required details, executed the workflow, and finally send the mail. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And here we have successfully created automation between this Typeform, Zoho CRM and Gmail using Pabbly Connect. I have attached the link of this workflow in the description so that you can check this out and you can stay tuned to our channel for learning more such interesting automation. I hope you liked this video and understood this video very well. If you have any doubts, you can comment down the video below and we will try to resolve it. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.